When you're ready.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the April 3rd, 2023 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. Would you please rise and join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, it's great. Thank you. I'm Jeff Benton, President of the Board this year. To my left is our Vice President, fellow Commissioner Gary Merrill. To my right is fellow Commissioner Barb Lewis. And we also have our County Administrator, Tracy Davies, Deputy Administrators, Dawn Houston, Eric Hostetler, who's in the audience. And then our clerks today are Sarah DeNova and Jennifer Walraven. And we can begin.
Thank you. Resolution number 23-257, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held March 27th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Vote?
Vote on motion 23-257. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment today. That brings us to item number 3, resolution number 23-258, in the matter of approving purchase orders and announce certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 0331.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Vote?
Vote on motion 23-258. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-259, in the matter of approving travel expense request.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-259. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-260, in the matter of recognizing April as National County Government Month.
So moved.
Oh, excuse me.
Well,
All right. We got that, Jennifer?
I'm going to go with Commissioner Merrill
Yeah.
and then
All right.
Okay, second.
That'll work. All right, let's do a vote and then we can have a little discussion.
Vote on motion 23-260. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
aye.
This is something that started not too long ago, a few years ago, just recognizing all the contributions from the various departments and offices within county government. And I think it's just a nice way of recognizing those contributions, transportation, law enforcement, child, welfare. I mean, there's just so many ways the county government, sewers. I think Tiffany's here today.
Regional sewer.
Yeah, regional sewer is certainly an important part of our community. So anyway, again, nice way to pause and thank everyone who provides outstanding service to Delaware County in the various areas that we do have to provide those services, and we just have excellent leadership to do that. So anyway, we got 2 proclamations this week, or this today, so I'll just read this.
It's just in the,
We don't have a
we don't have a
proclamation.
pretty one for that one, sorry.
So, I'll just read it real quick. So just to recognize all the various departments and offices that do contribute to making Delaware County such a great place. Whereas the nation's 3,069 counties serving more than 330 million Americans provide essential services to create healthy, safe, and vibrant communities. And whereas counties fulfill a vast range of responsibilities and deliver services that touch nearly every aspect of our residents' lives. And whereas Delaware County and all counties take pride in our responsibility to protect and enhance the health, well-being, and safety of our residents in efficient and cost-effective ways. And whereas Delaware County and the County Commissioners Association of Ohio encourages our fellow citizens to become engaged and aware in services provided by county governments throughout Ohio. And whereas we appreciate the dedication and hard work of the county workforce who deliver critical services to the people of Delaware County. Therefore, be it resolved that the Delaware County Board of Commissioners do hereby proclaim April 2023 as National County Government Month. So that is it. I don't know if anybody had any other comments or thoughts.
It is, I know people well, you're a county commissioner, people tell me. And so,
I think you've been duly elected.
what do county commissioners do? And frankly, a lot of people don't really know. And so I think to get the word out is a good idea, because it is amazing, and all that we do and our hardworking employees do. And people take it for granted because it works and they're happy. And so some of the things that you mentioned, Commissioner Benton, too, it's just a wide range of services. The local government really is the most responsive to people, and we see that every day when we talk to our constituents. So proud to be a county commissioner and offer our services through our excellent staff.
Well, I'll just make a quick addition. Commissioner Lewis' point about we get asked that all the time, what do commissioners do? And we all frame it a little differently, but we have the privilege of working with a lot of electeds in the county who make a difference. About a third of the employees report directly to the commissioners through our administrator. The other 2/3 report to the electeds. And together, between the commissioners and our fellow electeds, is what allows us to run this county, and those 1,200 employees roughly make it our county able to perform, I think, at an extremely high level that we should all be very proud of. And hats off to every one of those 1,200 approximate employees for the job they do, and for the electeds that make it possible for them to do their job. So thank all of you.
Okay, I agree. Thanks to everyone. Let's move on then. We don't have anything else to do with that resolution?
Item number 6, we have Peter Marbach with the Central Ohio District Representative of the Senator J.D. Vance, and he's going to have an introduction and some remarks for you this morning.
All right, welcome.
Good morning.
Good to have you.
Appreciate the time.
If you could just introduce yourself, because
Yes.
we're recording it.
My name is Peter Marbach. I am the district representative for Senator J.D. Vance's office. So I cover central and north central Ohio, Delaware being kind of a key county that I oversee for the senator. So I just wanted to take the opportunity to introduce myself, make sure that you guys had a point of contact with our office so that we can be responsive and engaged with some of the issues you guys face at the county level. So a lot of what we do, obviously Senator Vance is new to the office, and we're working really hard to build our network and infrastructure throughout the state. So we have a good team in place. We have kind of 6 geographic regions that are covered by myself and my counterparts. We also have a strong team of caseworkers and veteran services workers who work on a host of issues. So really county level government, like you guys have been saying, the county commissioners are kind of the driving force behind that. So I thought it was important that you knew who I was and that I had an opportunity to meet all of you. So going forward, obviously anything that we can be of assistance on, whether it's grant funding or constituent services, even up to and including legislative issues that may directly impact the people here in Delaware County. We want to be responsive to that, so that's kind of the role that I play. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. Just wanted to take the opportunity today to meet you guys.
Okay, great. Welcome to our session. And
I just, Peter and I had an opportunity to meet a couple of weeks ago and invited him to come to session and introduce himself. And for the benefit of my fellow commissioners, Chris Boston and I are going to give Peter a tour later this month. Hopefully, we'll pass on to Senator Vance and give him some insights to what's going on in our county and how best he can help our county continue to be successful.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah.
Good, and then we've got Peter's contact information, so I'm
Yes.
sure we'll be in touch, but really
Please do.
appreciate your coming in.
Thank
you.
Yeah.
Say hello to the senator for us.
I will.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you. And I guess my thought or concerns are growth. Delaware County is the fastest growing county in the state, one of the fastest growing counties in the country, and growth creates good opportunities, and our focus in the growth needs are on transportation, economic development, and facilities, sewer, water, et cetera, infrastructure. So those are our focus, in the coming years, and however Senator Vance can can work with us to do that, because, you know, a lot of the things we're working on, including the impact of Intel, are really regional.
Yeah.
It could even be considered statewide opportunities, you know, for economic growth and opportunities for our residents and so on to do well. So, again, those are our focuses, and appreciate you coming in.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate the feedback, and thank you again for your time.
All right?
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Item number
Jennifer?
7, resolution number 23-261, in the matter of proclaiming April 3rd through 9th as Public Health Week in Delaware County.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion. Let's do a vote first.
Vote for, okay.
Make sure we pass that.
Vote on motion 23-261. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
All right.
And our Health Commissioner, Garrett Giosi, is here this morning
Garrett.
with us.
Morning, Commissioners.
Welcome.
How are you all?
Yeah.
Good. We certainly appreciate this opportunity to have you proclaim April 3rd through the 9th as National Public Health Week, especially pertinent on the heels of the most updated county health rankings list, which came out last Thursday, again declaring that Delaware County is the healthiest county in Delaware, or in Ohio, for the 9th year straight. So this proclamation will really recognize the work that not only the health district does, but all of our partners within the county are really propelling us forward and allowing us to create an environment where every resident can live a healthy and successful life. And so with me today, I thought it was fitting to bring the people who actually are the boots on the ground who do the work at the health district. We have representatives from every division represented today, so I wanted them to be here and accepting this honor.
Okay, great.
Could you introduce them?
Yeah.
Yes,
why
I
not do that?
absolutely
That'd be great.
can. We have Todd Goodsight. Todd is our IT Information Specialist 3. David Guy is our epidemiologist. Corey Spring is our public health nurse. Mel Adams is a registered environmental health specialist. Jackie Bain is our car seat technician, a community health specialist. Allie Sawyer is a community health specialist. And Abby Trimble is our community health specialist program manager, filling in as our PIO today.
Great, great. Well, we do have a proclamation
Would
before
it
we do
be,
that.
would you want to give us an update on your new building?
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Yes,
about that.
so the project that never seems to end is nearing completion. We do have a scheduled move-in date, May 15th.
Oh,
So
wow.
they are in the final home stretch. Now, like everything else, we expect some issues to arise, of course, but the movers are scheduled to move us out of our West Winter properties on May 15th. Just to share with you all, we did close on the sale of those 3 properties last Wednesday. The new owner, his name is Jared Jablanca, and he will be working with the city and the county on mixed use for those properties. So several tenants have already been lined up, so we're working closely with him to make sure we give him a smooth transition.
Okay, good to hear.
Boy, that's great,
Yeah.
yes.
Get that reused so
Yes,
quickly.
yes, they should be moving in as we are moving out, so it's going to be great.
Oh, super,
Very
thank
good.
you.
Congratulations on
Very
that.
good. Comments?
I think we very pleased, very impressed with our health department and the work they do. To each of you, thank you. And Garrett, I think, made a terrific transition, and I've had an opportunity on several occasions to have conversations, and I feel the department's in great hands going forward, and the new building getting moved into it will be a great start. And we know about delays. We've been through it a few times, haven't we, John?
Right, yeah.
So that's just goes par for the course. But congratulations to all of you for the job you do. I appreciate it.
Same here, congratulations. Boy, 9th consecutive year, that's great, and you're going strong now. Boy,
We are onward and upward, right?
that's great.
So do they name a national county health department?
They
every
do
year?
not, but I'm sure if they did, we would be
We
the
would-
top
okay.
contender, of course.
That's where I was headed with
That's
that. I was
right.
We
wondering.
get a unanimous vote on that, wouldn't we?
Yes,
All right, want to take a picture?
yes, that would be
Okay.
excellent.
Let's do that. We'll do the proclamation. Picture.
Don't look so excited here.
National Public Health Week.
Yeah, Mel in the back.
Let's have you go first.
There we go.
All right. Very good, thank you.
Let's continue, Jennifer.
Item number 8, resolution number 23-262, in the matter of declaring county personal property obsolete, unfit, or not needed for public use and authorizing disposal thereof.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Steve Lewis with Data Processing. The proposal, or the resolution in front of you is a authorization, I guess, to allow us to destroy some various cell phones and hard drives that we seem to have a knack for collecting. As PCs refresh through the system, we take the hard drives out and then they go to auction for the carcass. But the hard drive we do keep, and then eventually we collect enough hard drives that it makes it feasible for us to destroy them. So we contract with a company. I think we're sitting at about 1,000 different pieces of hardware that have data on them. So this would allow us to destroy those.
Okay. All right, vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-262. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Steve.
For item number 9, Director Mag with Environmental Services and is here this morning with a retirement tribute for Kathleen Ryder for 18 years of public service.
Welcome, Tiffany.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tiffany Mag, Director of Environmental Services. So we are here this morning to recognize and congratulate Kathleen Ryder, who's sitting here in the middle of the front row, right behind me. She has been with the sewer district for over 18 years, having started back in October of 2004. Kathleen has been the first smiling face you see at the sewer district when you walk in at Channing Street in the second floor, greeting the developers and contractors and general public. As an administrative assistant. She has actually been with us for, like I said, over 18 years, sitting in that desk and just, being just a wonderful personality as the first person you see in the office. Kathleen has always made our office staff feel like a family. She's really gone out of her way to plan all the different office gatherings that we have and the retirements over the years and things like that, and really just gone out of her way to be that friendly face in the office. So Kathleen's main job duties, she started back in 2004 as division secretary and transitioned into her current role as administrative assistant in 2016. So with that, she currently creates permits for sewer connections, processes fees for new connections and also for projects, schedules tap inspections, orders supplies, does filing, scanning, makes travel reservations, which for sure she's not going to miss that job duty at all, and assists with office mailings. And a few things that have changed over the past 18 years since she started in 2004. The sanitary office staff has grown from a staff of 11 to now 17. She's worked for 5 different directors. We won't ask her who her favorite has been. Added 15,000 sewer customers and added 211 miles of sewer. So with that, we are so happy for Kathleen to be transitioning into retirement. We'll certainly miss her smiling face in the office. With me personally, I've really enjoyed working with Kathleen over the past 7 years that I've been here. She's really just made the office feel like a family. I mean, we've said this over the years many times, that she's just been truly a great person, a wonderful personality to have in the office.
Oh, boy.
So with that, I think, Gina, I think you have some things that you would like to say as well?
So I have had the privilege of working with Kathleen for
If you
her
could
entire...
introduce
sorry.
yourself, please. 'cause
Gina
we're
DeWitt,
recording.
I'm the fiscal supervisor for the Regional Sewer District. And I've had the privilege of working with Kathleen for her entire 18 years at the county. I'm just going to talk about a few things that have changed while she's worked here on the administrative side. When she first started, we didn't have any lockbox banking services. Online banking was very rare, and automatic payments didn't even exist. So every single sewer payment from every customer was mailed directly to our office, and we processed them. And it was just Kathleen and I at that time. Close to the due date, there would be buckets upon buckets of mail with customer payments to process. And I can remember how stressed Kathleen would be and how she would always say, there's no way we're ever going to get through all of these. But we always did. And she's also seen project submittals go from every single item was brought in on paper by a courier. Every single project submittal was brought in that way. And now we see almost everything being submitted electronically, and it's rare to see a courier in our office. She's seen us go from answering the phone with that headset you put on your shoulder that would cause the big pain in your neck, to now we have the earpieces that I know she loves. She's seen us go from transferring calls manually and knowing every single person's extension by heart, to using MyTel software on the computer, and you don't have to memorize people's extensions anymore. There's a lot we're going to miss about Kathleen. She's, like Tiffany said, she's been the first person people meet when they come into our office for 18 years. She does an excellent job of making people feel welcome and directing them to the appropriate person to help answer their questions. And she always makes a point of getting to know the regulars personally and by name. She's usually in favor of ordering lunch or having office snacks. She invented Bean Dip Thursdays a few years back. She would always make bean dip and bring it in every Thursday. There was many years, I know Sarah will remember this, where Kathleen would go and pick up lunch for the office at the community market every Wednesday. Another thing is Kathleen knows everyone and everything about Delaware. We'll definitely miss her updating us on what's going on in the community. People in our office will understand this, that she has her own language that we refer to as Kathleenisms, and we are definitely going to miss those. But most of all, we're going to miss seeing her every day when we walk in the office, and we wish her the best in her retirement.
Oh, very nice. All right, anybody else want to say about other than Kathleen at this point? Kathleen? We've allotted 5 minutes for you. Yeah, you got to speak for 5 minutes. I'm just kidding. Okay, well.
Wait.
Yeah, comments from?
I just wondered, Kathleen, what are some of your plans?
Travel.
Once you go up to the mic, just,
Yeah, we'll get you up there.
Yeah.
we're gonna get you up there one way or the
Yeah.
other.
Here anyway.
We're sneaky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kathleen Ryder Williams. I plan on traveling.
Oh, great.
I plan on spending time with my grandchildren. We have one on the way, and I have 13. Do some missionary work.
Oh, that's great.
Stay connected with the county. I am a Delawarean, true and true. And like they said, I keep everybody updated on what's going on, so I'll stay very connected. But it's been a real privilege to work for Delaware County. I knew I was in private sector all my life, and then I transitioned. I wanted to either get state, county, something, government, because I knew I wanted to retire, my last final job. And it's really been a privilege to work for Delaware County. And I am going to miss everyone, and I'm not going away anywhere too far. I'll come back and visit, bring lunch, you know. But I do appreciate the time.
Well,
Sure.
the other thing I'll add is, in this day and age, being politically correct, what I'm about to say may not be politically correct. You don't look old, you're old enough to retire. You don't look old enough to retire.
Thank
so,
you, I appreciate that.
I do wish you the very best, and enjoy your travels, and stay in touch.
I will, thank you.
Is golf in your future, by any chance?
Well, you know, I live right around from the golf course. I'm not much of a golfer, but I will do
You'll have
some
more
golf.
time to.
I know, you're a golfer.
Great, that's good to hear. Well, I want to thank you also, Kathleen. You know, the growth in this county is because we have an outstanding sewer district, and everyone knows where the sewers go, that's where the growth goes, and we wouldn't be able to grow if we didn't have an outstanding sewer district. And we wouldn't have an outstanding sewer district if we didn't have outstanding employees, so. I wanna
We
thank
have a
you for
great
that.
team.
We really do, we really do.
Great
So,
team.
I want to thank you and the whole team for everything, and the sewer district's in great shape, so you're walking away at a good time when you've contributed to that, so.
Thank you.
I assume we want to get a picture?
Just a second.
Oh,
You certainly have contributed to that. I mean, our regional sewer district is tops. We know it because we hear from constituents. And I just want to thank you so very much for all you've done and for keeping the group together and the teamwork now that is there. And I don't know if they could have done it without you, Kathleen, but now they're on a great path. And just thank you so much.
You're
And God
welcome.
bless you in
Thank
your
you.
work.
Thank you.
all right. Picture? Tiffany, we got to do a picture?
Yeah.
Proclamation sign.
Okay.
Everybody. Jason, Marshall, come on, boys.
I've got two cameras I'm doing it with, so.
Is my hair too long?
All right, and one more. I'll make sure the good one. Let's see what it is. This orange group, okay. All right, very good, thank you.
I think it'll survive.
Boy, that was very impressive.
Yeah,
Gee.
very neat. All right, Tiffany, I think you have your monthly update for us.
Am I good to go, Jennifer?
Turn yours on.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I'm trying. There we
There
go.
we go.
Okay, so for the monthly development update, we had a very busy March. I think we saw a little bit of a lull over the winter months, but that has certainly come to a close, and we're right back at it here. The first item is a plan approval for Northport Place. This is a residential hotel by Metro, 5 different buildings, a total of 90, almost 94 ERUs, up near 3637 and I-71. Second item is Howard Farms, which is a Homewood development with 17 ERUs. This is their section 4 of that development. I think it's been on hold for a little while, but now it's moving forward again. Cheshire Woods is over just east of the Howard Farms development, which is also another Homewood development with 40 ERUs in section 4B. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Hidden Ravines Crossing, this is down on on US 23. It is part of that new development just north of Walmart. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the name of it.
BJ's?
BJ's, yeah, this is where BJ's, so this is moving forward pretty quickly because BJ's wants to be able to
Yeah,
open.
they're moving dirt.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so this is that, the subdivider's agreement for that development. Old Tangi Falls East, Section 4. This is just the next section of that Rockford Homes development, which is south of Hyatt's Road, west of 23. And then we also have Orange Summit Communities North. This is on the east side of 23, south of Hyatt's Road. This is all because of the new Hyatt's Road pump station that we built just west of 23 is allowing these developments to occur. This is a multifamily development with almost 120 units.
Yeah, that's all cleared out as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a Schottenstein's project. They're moving pretty quickly on that as well. And then we have Clarkshaw Moores, Section 6, Phase B. This is another Rockford Homes, 18 units on this property. Green Meadows Drive is an 8-inch sewer that is extended to the Kerbler properties along south of Home Road, the new Home Road extension. The first property that they have to service is a pickleball court facility there, but there will also be additional facilities that will be able to be serviced by the sewer as well. And then Berlin Bluffs, Section 1 and Section 2, those are located off of Cheshire and Pyatt, 40 units in Section 1, 29 units in Section 2. This is a Pulte development. Yeah, where's Steve Lewis? All right, and then Hyatt's Meadows Development, Section 1 and 2. This is a Lifestyles Community Olentangy Falls project. This is basically another 51 units just west of 23 in this area. And then Clarkshaw Moores, this is the same as the one that we had up in the subdividers agreements. Section 6, this is Phase A for the sewer acceptances. And then finally, we have the Ethos Church, which is also known as the North Church. This is just along Africa Road, just west of I-71, basically just connecting that church facility. So, any questions on any of those projects?
Boy, you've been very busy.
Yeah, we had a real flurry of projects getting ready to move forward here in March, so we're expecting a very busy summer again.
Wow. No, thank you.
Okay, great, thank you.
Okay, thanks, Tiffany.
Item number 11, resolution number 23-263, in the matter of approving a service agreement by and between the Delaware County Board of Commissioners and Midwest Floor Restore LLC for the installation of epoxy flooring at the county's EMS Station 4, located at 4095 State Route 203 in Radnor.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Good morning, John Melvin, Director of Facilities. As mentioned in the resolution there, this is to redo the bay floors at the Radnor EMS station, Station 4. They'll go in, they'll grind off the current coating, which is failing, and apply a new epoxy coating to the bay floors.
Okay, comments? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-263. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Barrow?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-264, in the matter of approving a service agreement between the Delaware County Board of Commissioners and Environmental Trenching Incorporated for removal and replacement of curb and sidewalk at Sycamore Trail.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Morning, Rob Riley, Chief Deputy Engineer. Sycamore Trail is located off Africa Road, maybe half a mile south of 36 on the west side. There is some remedial work that needs to be done. The developer has not completed. We have been holding some inspection fees that have gone unused. Essentially, the developer has consented to our use of those inspection fees to go ahead and make the repairs. And so that's what this agreement involves, some curb and sidewalk repairs that are needed within the subdivision. So I don't believe we work directly with environmental trenching, though they work as a subcontractor to a number of the other contractors we've worked with, and we're confident they'll do good work. So that's what this involves.
So the county, it's not county dollars that are being used to fix this?
That's correct. We'll be using the developer's dollars to actually make these repairs, which is appropriate since these are developer-funded projects.
Okay. All right, further questions? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-264. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-265, in the matter of approving the partial vacation and release of a drainage easement on lot 2583 in Maple Glen subdivision.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Maple Glen is another subdivision off of Africa Road. This is farther south, just north of Lewis Center, actually just north of Plum Road. One of the lots, the owner is requesting vacation of a portion of a drainage easement for the home construction. We reviewed the hydraulics and the drainage within that area at a higher level, and we're confident that the portion that's being requested to be vacated won't negatively affect the drainage in the subdivision. So we are recommending proceeding with the vacation.
Okay. Vote?
Vote on motion 23-265. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-266, in the matter of approving the partial vacation and release of a drainage easement on the property owned by the Villas at Scioto Meadows.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Same issue here. This is at Villas at Scioto Meadows, which is on the south side of Home Road near Scioto Reserve. Again, a portion of a drainage easement is being requested for vacation. We verified this won't create any issues.
Okay. Vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-266, Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Resolution number 23-267, in the matter of approving right-of-way work permit summary sheet.
So moved.
Second.
Take your choice.
Commissioner
pretty
Lewis
good.
wins this one, and Commissioner Merrill will get the second.
You practice that? That's-
Yeah.
We all practice, yeah.
Discussion.
These are just 9 routine utility permits we're recommending approval.
Okay. Vote, Jennifer.
Vote on motion 23-267, Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Resolution number 23-268, in the matter of releasing and returning the financial warranty for the villas at Old Harbor Estates, South Old State Road, fair share contribution.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Villas at Old Harbor East is located off of South Old State Road, just north of Hollenbach Road, being developed by Romanelli and Hughes. The developer has fulfilled their obligations under the agreement, and so this would release their bond for that work.
Okay. Vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-268, Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Resolution number 23-269, in the matter of approving owner's agreements for Berlin Farm West, Section 1, and Olentangy Falls East, Section 4.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
This is our standard development agreement for the street and stormwater improvements for Berlin Farm West, which is located just north of Berlin Station Road, across from Berlin High School, and then Olentangy Falls East, Section 4. You just heard Director Mag speaking about that earlier, located off of Hyatt's Road.
All right. Vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-269, Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution number 23-270, in the matter of approving transfer of funds.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Justin Navi, Director of Finance. This request for a transfer of funds is intended to provide sufficient cash to support debt service payments for the remainder of 2023, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have on this.
Okay. Vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-270, Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Justin.
Resolution number 23-271, in the matter of approving the national opioid settlements with Teva, Allergan, CVS, Walgreens, and Walmart, and authorizing the deputy county administrator to execute the subdivision and special district settlement participation forms.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Morning, Eric Hostetler, Deputy County Administrator. These are another group of defendants who have reached settlements in national opioid cases. The total settlement, approximately $20 billion. This will run through the One Ohio MOU, so there will be funds distributed to the state foundation and to local governments, and a certain percentage retained by the state. So I have not seen the payment amounts because they're still waiting for all of the parties to either participate or not, and that will determine the total payments that get distributed. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
What kind of time frame do you think, Eric?
In terms of
Get it all-
receiving payments?
Yeah, get it all settled in and then distribute the funds.
I'm assuming that there would be a payment made this year, if not, very early next year. And then all of these are on different schedules. All of these defendants have different payment schedules. They range anywhere from, I believe, like 3 to maybe 7 years. So shorter time frame than the distributor settlement, for sure.
Wow. Thank you for your work.
Yeah,
on it,
thanks for the
Eric.
work on this, Eric. Complicated. Oh my goodness,
Yes,
it is
very
complicated.
complicated.
It's good to see this coming to a resolution. Vote.
Vote on motion 23-271, Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye. Thanks, Eric. Thanks,
That
Kathleen.
brings us to administrator reports.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tracy Davies, County Administrator. Just wanted to make sure everyone was aware that demolition on the Court Street building will be happening this week. Supposedly, it will begin tomorrow. So just make sure everybody is cautious driving around. There will be some limited closure areas during the demolition. So happy to get that moving forward with, and we'll have an additional 9 parking spaces when it's completed. That's it.
Yeah, good. Dawn?
I have nothing to report today. Thank you.
Okay. Eric, anything else? Okay. We'll go to our fellow commissioners. Commissioner Lewis?
Attended regional planning with both of you last Thursday. It
quick
was a
one.
quick meeting.
Yeah, one of our
So-
shorter ones.
So that was, that was good. And that's all I have.
Okay. Commissioner Merrill?
The only thing I would add is, we didn't have a meeting last Thursday, March 29th, National Vietnam Veterans event out front, and I think you were there as well.
Yes.
And we had an opportunity to be there to support the Vietnam veterans and all they did for our country. And as we all know, they really were not given the honors they deserved on the return. This is a small way in trying to make up for that, I think. With that, I have nothing else.
Yeah, every year Harold Wolford runs the ceremony and does a nice job, and he does research every year, on some aspect of the Vietnam War and the aftermath and so on. So again, kudos to Harold and his whole team for doing this, and again, it was a nice gathering. I just had a couple other things. We had our SEPCO board meeting Friday morning, and SEPCO's in really good shape. This year is shaping up to be a pretty good year. Loss-wise, we'll know for sure at the end of June, but anyway, the things are looking good there. There was an election for the board of directors this time. There were 8 candidates for the 4 open seats, so thankfully I won. I'd really like to stay on that board, but again, good things going on there. Would like to talk a little bit about the budget, the Ohio State budget. It's not finalized yet, obviously, but there are some interesting developments in it. The local government fund right now in the proposal is increasing from 1.66% of their revenue, the state's general revenue, to 2.55%, which is a significant increase. Now it's about halfway to what it used to be before the recession in 2008 to 10. When it was reduced significantly. But anyway, that's in the latest proposal. Indigent defense is not fully funded, but they're throwing another $20 million a year at it, again, preliminarily. The force account, which I think is of interest, obviously, to the engineer's office, is about doubling, and it's going to be tied to functions instead of a cost level. Rob, I'm sure, knows that better than I do. But anyway, it is heading in the right direction to give local county engineer's office a better ability to do the smaller projects. That's pretty much it. So we do have executive session need.
We do. Resolution number 23-272. In the matter of adjourning into executive session for consideration of the sale of property at competitive bidding for pending or imminent litigation and for matters required to be kept confidential by federal law or regulations of state statutes. And to consider the purchase of property for public purposes.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Discussion. Vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-272. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
All right, we are now in executive session.